Hello, hi guys. Sorry for the video all coming out late. I kind of forget how to do this. Okay, first I'm going to give you this code bit, so that you guys can follow along with the video. Okay, it's gonna look like this. It's basically what we did together last week. I just did a little bit of CSS so that it look better. What you should get once you run would be something like this. Okay, localhost 3000 as usual. Um, Give me a sec. Some reason this it go to Google. I predict something strange. Okay. Here, if you go to localhost 3000, there, this is what you should get at this point. So we're going to continue from this. But before we are doing that, we're going to start by putting this into GitHub. Okay, so this is the code you get. Make sure that you do npm run dev, where you have package.json file with this folder. Make sure that you run in the right folder. Okay, let's commit this into the repository first. You basically heading to GitHub with your account. Okay, that's me. So I'm just going to create a new repository. Next, you don't have to name it the same as I did. What you can name it whatever. Make your repository private. You don't have to template it actually because we're going to put in our code anyway. Add gitignore, that's fine. Basically, the easiest way is that you just do setup. Okay. This is a local path. It can only clone empty folder. That's fine. Usually, what I'm doing is that you just put it somewhere. And we'll put our code there. Actually, you should actually clone your repository first and then unzip the project into that repository. Okay. So I'm doing that. Okay. So that will be the folder, and then let's head to this. I will just copy this. I'll just move this right here. Okay. So now everything would be in this folder, and you can just commit it. Add the initial code to GitHub. So the reason I'm putting this into GitHub is that I want to have the code in GitHub so that Vercel can fetch it basically. And then okay, I have the translation on, so you will see something weird going on sometimes, like some weird translation. Yeah, don't be alarmed. Let's see. We're going to go to Vercel. I was just do Vercel. I can't remember the link. Okay. And then you just log in with Google, and then I'm actually going to tell that you don't have to translate this. Yes. So basically, you log in however you used to log in. And I'm going to add a new project. Right. And I'm going to do next. Because I didn't allow GitHub to access all my repository. So that oops, I should be alright. The project that I just created pretty not showing up, so I'm going to have to make Vercel see my project. So if you at the beginning allow Vercel to see every project on your account, you pretty don't have to go through this step. And this is my two-way authentication. I think it's that. Okay. Yeah. Repository access. So I'm going to add more. Yep, I need to add this one. Okay, this is good enough. So I need to import this. Okay, project name, that should be fine. Root, that should be fine. Let me try to deploy it and see. So while we are waiting for the project to deploy, let me remind you that make sure that you already have the Reddit already set up in your Vercel account. So I'm going to go on to another tab. So you're going to head to storage. Okay. I already have my Redis created, so I'm good. But if you don't have this, just head to create database, and then you're going to click on Redis. I cannot guide you through the final step because I already create one, and Versa only allow one. But you're going to select this one and follow the on-screen instruction until you finish, and then it's gonna show up right here. So make sure it show up. It's going to be Redis 30 megabyte, that's the free tier. If you get something else, you're gonna have to pay for it. Okay, here. So I'm just gonna come back to check this. So it just said that mine is already deployed. So let's head to see. Yep. Okay. Fine. So this already on Vercel. So if you already finish setting up Redis, so the next step you're going to do is to link your Redis account to this project. Okay, you're going to head to connect project here. So I have one Redis database, but you can link it to multiple project. Okay, so you go to connect project, you select the project. If you like a prefix on your environment variable to access Redis, you can put a prefix right here. I'm just going to leave it blank so that I will use the default name. So let's say connect. Okay, so now if you go to this, you're going to see some instruction for connecting and doing the code to retrieve the data from Redis. Okay, you're going to have this information. If you want to see the code inside, you can click on show secret code. Okay, which I'm not gonna do that in the video, okay, because it's going to be the data that you have that you use to access Redis. But I guess you'll probably see my secret at some point. Okay, but anyway, um so if you want to see your database um in Redis, you can click open to Redis, but it just show the statistic. If you want to see the data inside, you're gonna have to install may don't play with me. Okay, you're going to have to install Insight already CLI, depending on whether you want a command line or you want GUI. So I'm using GUI. So this Insight. So you just click on this download here when you install the program. Um, Give me a sec. It's coming up. Right. It's going to show you this client that you can use to access your database. I already show you how to connect, right, in the class. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to use the key provided for you right here. Yeah, that well, it's fine actually. Let me show you secret. Here you just use this link. You just use this link, and it would allow you to connect to your database. Okay, I already come in, so let me see, how do I connect? That's a cloud. I don't need that. Databases. Here. If you don't connect anything yet, you probably should see this. Okay, and then you're going to go at Redis database. See this Redis default here. With the connection URL. Basically, you're just gonna come back to this and just put on this link. Okay, just put on this link right here, and then you can add that database and you will see it in Insight. Okay, so this is this is the one I show you in class. So now that we have this, we will be ready to go on to the next step. I'm going to do that in the next video. I'm going to break it into multiple video if I remember, because I don't think my machine would be able to handle a long video. Okay, so I see you guys in the next video and we start coding. Okay, bye.